Nairobi City is one of the towns that is really growing at a very fast rate compared to many years ago. In the last 10 years, this city has grown at a very huge rate, and basically in terms of infrastructure, the roads are good, and we are having many skyscrapers, the huge buildings that are being built, which is a clear sign of a growth. And we believe that through this, there will be a lot of development and we can be able to create job opportunities. And I believe this huge building that we are seeing will be able to people will be able to rent. And the other thing is we have also seen the growth of some new supermarkets like Quickmart, which is one of the supermarkets that has really grown at a very high rate. And you can be able to see it here in Westlands. Westlands is one of the towns within Nairobi City. The other thing that we have seen is the growth of big malls. Now, in Kenya, we are having several malls. Before, like 10, 15 years ago, we used to have few malls, and one of the malls that we could see was this Westlands Mall, which used to be called the mall. It was very famous, as you can see, where you can see the screen there. That is the mall that was very famous. But we have had other malls that have really been constructed, like Sarit Center, also is one of the oldest, and we have Westgate, we have Village Market, we have Two Rivers, which is one of the huge one, and we have another one which I think it has been completed in Isili, and I'll be able to bring you some of the content. So we have seen a lot of huge development in this city of Nairobi, and anyone who has been in Nairobi for the last, if you are here like 10 years ago or 15 years ago and you come back, you can be able to see huge changes. This is also where we see the Nairobi Express beginning. This is Westlands, which means that the road infrastructure has really grown at a very, very huge rate compared to before. So the roads are also good, which has also eased traffic jam, which was really a big challenge in this place. And so we are seeing a huge growth in this particular town. And I want to encourage you to check my other videos. I've done intensively videos about Nairobi City in many other areas. And in this video, I'm focusing in Westlands, mainly in Westlands, just showing you how this place has really grown. Look at those buildings, huge. I mean, you can really feel like this is Europe or in any other place, which is not very much common. So we have seen a huge growth. Look at those buildings, quite huge. So there is a great improvement and great development that we are seeing in this particular area. So if you have not visited Nairobi City of late, kindly visit. And if you're not able to visit, I'm here to make sure that I'm able to show you this big city, which is growing at a very huge rate. And we are seeing also other new hotels that are coming up, high-end hotels. And this is a great development. So this is Kenya. And Kenya is actually in Africa, East Africa. So if you're from other continents, this video is coming to you so that you can be able to see how Africa is also developing. Yes, I agree, Africa has got so many challenges, but again, in the midst of those challenges, we are seeing a lot of growth, and which is coming in terms of infrastructure. And despite of other negative things that Africa is associated with, I can also be able to report here that there are also other good things that are in Africa. And we believe that in some years to come, Africa will be able to overcome some of those challenges that has been branded on it, and changes in terms of good leadership, good governance, because Africa is huge, Africa is powerful, Africa is very rich. And so the road that we are using is actually Waiyaki Way, going all the way Waiyaki Way, and we will be able to come through a place called Ngara. So this is still Nairobi, and so you can see the changes of the infrastructure. There is a little bit of jam because at this time it's actually in the evening, so guys are trying to rush home and moving from one point to another. But I just want you to enjoy the view of Nairobi, and the changing face of Nairobi, and the orderliness that we are seeing. And I believe this orderliness will be able to continue, where people are responsible even when they are driving. And so let us interact in the comment section in terms of what are you seeing what is it that you're seeing is new. If you're not from Kenya, how does your city look like? If you're actually a Kenyan and you've not been in Kenya for quite some time, possibly you're abroad and you've not been able to come and see what is happening, this is what is currently happening in Kenya. This is the way Westlands looks like in actually 2023. And hopefully some 1 or 2 years when I take a video, you might be able to see also a lot of changes that are in this particular city. And this is not only in Nairobi. We have seen other changes coming in some other cities. Like Nairobi is the capital city. We have Mombasa, which there are also many changes in terms of infrastructure. We have Kisumu City, and we have Nakuru City. And so these cities have also been able to do some videos. Kindly check in my YouTube other videos. You'll be able to see these videos showing you those cities that are really coming up and a lot of infrastructure. And I think with the system of county government, we see a lot of development of resources, which means that people are able to invest not only in the capital city, but they're able to invest in the rural areas. So friends, let's continue interacting, and whenever there is an opportunity for me to bring you these videos, I'll always bring them. In this channel we call it moving wheels, and when you hear about wheels, it means that the wheels are always moving to make sure that they bring you all the content that you know and update you the content that are coming. Look at the skylines of Nairobi now. Actually, sometimes before they used to call Nairobi the city under the sun, and during that time the city was actually very clean, very orderly. But that time the population was less. The population was not a lot of people compared to now when we have millions of people in Nairobi. And so with the expansion, it's very important so that people can be well accommodated. There will be enough houses for people, enough offices, and such kind of thing. So I believe the county government of Nairobi will continue doing this development so that people will not be so much crowded and many other things. But again, like I said, you do not have to basically invest in Nairobi alone. There are many other towns that you can be able to invest and you can be able to develop, because when you develop those cities, it means that you're able to bring money to the people and you're able to invest and get people able to get some jobs. So guys, I'm so grateful. It's always an honor for you to watch these videos. Thank you for subscribers who are returning and those that are really stuck with me. I really appreciate, and remember, I'm not disappointed. So see you in my next one. Bye bye.